Boom, 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 boom.
Shall we? We'll see final cutscene, and then we'll catch up on super chats and hang out.
Yeah, let's take a look. It's in a book, Reading Rainbow.
Well fought.
On your mark.
Oh crap! I clicked.
Oh no!
Like,
Okay,
not
I'll see you in the
thinking.
next one. Now this looks like a Disney ride.
The music is great. I can smell the ride water.
Uh-huh.
Amazing. Jolly good show.
Are you ready?
Oh, you do not hold back.
Back. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hold this back.
Oh, I'm being visited. I'm being visited by a kitty.
But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
Of course. Because why would it be
We have
anything else?
satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy
Completely
ours?
unfazed, Oriashe.
Of course. Of course.
Thine has resided here for many
There
nights.
it is. The relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it, though, yes.
Do frogs have dander?
What?
Because that's the point of the Elizabethan ruffle, is to keep dander off your clothes.
I never knew that.
Ah, but you, my friend, you are mighty indeed, and pleasing to the eye besides.
Oh, you.
Why, thank you.
I do not like this. Val does not like this.
More? I want to see more of him.
Yes, yes, I could watch him forever.
Oh, King Candy showed up.
King Candy.
Why don't we just make him one of us? Yes, one of us.
Oh, great. They're crazier than the Fae.
One of us, one of us. One of us, one of us, one of us. One of us, one of us, one of us.
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
I'm just like blank faced. Okay, guys. And he's off.
Oh my.
What is happening?
We're being washed away.
We're going to a new zone? Are we?
That'd be cool. Like
Wake up!
Oh,
Wake up,
Ardbert is
damn you.
not happy.
Oh. Yeah, see, he is Navi. He's literally Navi.
Hey, listen.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, we're underwater.
Ah, you're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
I remember.
If you buy a skip through Stormblood, you drown here.
I'm sure you had
Sorry,
your
I had to mute.
reasons. But the first rule of dealing with the Froth is do not deal
He
with
says
the Froth.
Fwath.
He does say
He
Fwa.
pronounces the
It's said that
TH.
they are
Well,
born
he-
from the souls
Well,
of
no,
the
this is
drowned.
his home plane. Yeah, so
Were it
yeah.
not for your little trick, you'd have joined them. Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
Oh, so they were gonna drown you, and you know your spirit would be in the water. Yeah, water spirit.
That's the royal capital of the kingdom of Ardbert down there. It's seen better days.
I love Ardbert. It's my favorite flavor.
They were a stubborn lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside. All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did. Everything we gave. What was it for? I wonder. I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
This concludes Ardbert's emo break. Oh, Ishgard.
Huh. It's just a memory of you punching him in the face.
All right, anyone need a tissue break after you saw Harshavan's shield? How we all feeling?
I know I can be a bit dense about these things sometimes. Why did we see Ishgard? Because we were relating a destroyed capital?
The area we're in is the equivalent of Kurthus.
Oh, hello, son. Thank you. Thank you for the stuffed foie. And the wind-up foie. But aren't we not high enough in... I guess we are... 'Cause that's not accurate, right? We're all the way up here.
And now that you've asked, Kyle, we're going to be reminded that Ishgard wasn't always snowy.
Well, sure. Our dungeons aren't hard. Ishgard wasn't snowy. But wait, what's that got to do with... Oh, okay. So he was saying his Ishgard was destroyed, and I was imagining all the happy people. But it looked to me like Falcon's Rest, which is where the heretics attacked, right? So I thought we were flashing back to the heretic attack with the dragons and Estinian showing up and the bad soup and the bad drink.
Oh, yeah. No, we're thinking about our world, our star's equivalent, and all the people we would lose if we are not successful.
Because when I saw Joey Son, I was thinking about when we...
Joey Son?
Yeah. I was thinking about Falcon's Rest, so I was a little confused because it looked like Falcon's Rest after the heretic attack, and I was like, "What the heretic attack got to do with this?" But I see.
That's the first time this has happened, right? Where we've flashed over to the equivalent land that we're hanging out in.
Yeah,
I don't think it's happened yet.
We were being sympathetic. Oh, I was forced to be sympathetic. I personally wasn't sympathetic. That's my problem. Okay. Yeah, a Manalane.
Punchable idiot kid.
Yeah, who, grew and stuff.
Kinda. I'll talk about something that I still didn't like even at the end. A Monolane.
They never really... I felt like... Well, weren't there side quests we could have done with him to, fill out the time? Wasn't there other quests we could go chill with him, and maybe there's...
Probably.
Because I'm cold, cruel, and heartless? Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah. Especially when there's emotion on screen. Kyle doesn't want emotion. He wants people to flex their shirts off.
Just give me a dad in distress and I'm there.
Anywho, shall we Oriange?
Oriange!
Pray thine talk to Oriange.
Very well. Yeah, I don't think we're going to pledge that we're going to play Nier before we do the Nier raids, though, so don't...
Definitely
do
not
happening. Advertise that on our behalf.
Not happening. LSA?
I'm going back in. Oh no, it's Alphino drowning.
Nay, my lady, exhausted as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger thyself. I prithee, rest a moment.
I want to see Oriange do a swan dive in and just swim with the most style capable.
There was nothing where we looked.
Oh.
What were we missing?
I don't know.
Tuna, Val.
Oh, they were looking for us.
And we're just like, hey guys, how's it
going?
Buddy? I can breathe underwater.
We disappeared, right? So they're not. I'm sure.
Alice, can't she?
Yeah, she can too, but we disappeared, right? That we got separated.
Dear gods, were it not for Soroban's blessing, but I need not labor the point. I am glad to see you safe and well, my friends.
Have you any idea how worried we were? To wash up on shore only to find that you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. Excuse me? The Foth kept that part of the bargain at least.
While there were certain twists and turns, our work here is done, with everyone none the worse for wetness.
Oh,
one of the, yeah.
Oh, thank goodness you're still here.
So, Oon, is something amiss?
The great big mob of mortals is marching to Ilmen. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. They wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they?
Rather the reverse, I fear. You're more an army, I'd guess.
Meaning we can play with them? Oh, nice.
As much as you like. But just be sure. To be sure, I will return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid.
Low volume on the music? What, you gotta hear this track again? You missing this one?
Thank you for derailing for this. Cares. Keep going.
If Alvaro's coming, then Alize will be too, yes? I can't have one without the other, you know?
All right, just remember, we're not your playmates this time.
I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the Relicant in your hands. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with don't worry.
Would have always fallen to me, though? Oh, damn.
Indeed you have. Very well, then. See you afterwards, my friend. Have some money.
Alpha, no.
Jonathan Harrison, we need the jams. There's nothing jamming
There's
about
no
that track.
jams.
I've heard it 1 billion times. It's become elevator music at this point.
Oriange.
With our enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. Of the 2 remaining bearers of the relics, the new Mao are the nearer. We shall seek them out next. Among the Fey folk, they bear the distinction of having abided in these lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest to men, and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I have acquired in my time here. The path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away.
Let us leave.
It's somber and depressing. Here, let's have some rockin' guitar. Are you ready?
You pulled an enemy.
Maybe getting on the rock and roller coaster, listening to Steven Tyler phoning in during.
Yeah, dude, he phones it in mad.
Turns out no one in Aerosmith is an actor.
No, they also computer edited out his hand gestures too.
Yes, yep. It's still really obvious if you go and watch.
Bad.
It's obvious as shit. Past yonder cliff lieth Bla Eni. And I don't know. Home of the new Mao. The others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. The countryside they burneth. Pray watch thine cinematic, Kyle.
Very well.
I guess it's more of a cutscene. If the path striketh thee as precipitous, 'tis because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, in whose midst thrived the city of Ardbert. 'Twas only when the Foth came, in the wake of the flood, that the settlement was drowned. We stand now upon its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but be feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the Fey folk for so altering the land. The blame for that lieth rightly with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world. That it should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is the greater regret. Yet in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. I see Val is losing interest because this piano. 'Twas these hands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Minfilia, lest thou forget.
Hang on a second. The blame for the light, of course, terrible enough to bring the entire civilization in the entire world. It should be. Okay, never mind. Please continue, Oriange.
If I'm allowed to continue. Therefore, even were there no 8th umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. We used every word in the English language. Let's go.
Yeah.
In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing. And thus do I labor for those who we have lost, for those we can yet save.
Okay, cool. So Oriange is kind of being our motivating factor to save the first, not just the source.
Yeah.
I like it.
He has a calling.
Yeah.
The coming struggle promiseth to test our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we shall prevail.
Bolster.
Ah, mortals, just as we thought! Great music. Hast thou business with us? Business? Ha! Nothing so boring! We smelt you coming. I thought we'd come play. They do not appear to be pixies of Lida Laran. Mine apologies, but we are in some haste. Mayhap another day. Oh, in some haste are you? Then allow me to hasten you on your way. Tee. More Fey bullshit.
Huh?
Are we tiny? What happened?
Oh, that'd be cute if we were tiny. But no, I assume we were just teleported somewhere.
I think we just got ported, yeah. Teleportation magic. For a mercy, we were not sent far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves of an enchantment I have learned. Fey cloak, 'tis called, a most ingenious magic, which rendereth one invisible to Fey folk, albeit briefly. This is like South Park, he just gets naked and assumes no one can see him.
Yes. Yes, little
Wonders.
Oriange Dingle hanging out there as he makes his way across stage.
Oh, come on. You know Oriange is packing. This is way too much confidence on this guy. I shall cast the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Know, however, that the enchantments shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away. Don't mount, you impatient bastard.
Don't mount. Did you not read what he had to say? Well, you had to translate it.
All right, let's go. Wait, what are we doing?
What? Aren't we under the effects of the thing?
Are we?
Are we?
Are we? Do we
I'm
just go
fake
for it?
cloaked.
Do we have, is it just a buff?
Are you fake
Oh, yeah.
cloaked? Okay.
I figured it'd make me a little transparent to some bullshit.
Yeah, no, I thought so too. But apparently,
Right,
you know, we're just we got what
I'm
the
just
candles
booking it,
called?
man. Run, we only got a minute.
The candles. What do they work on the? Oh, there's a little
Run!
fey. Oh, there's a little fey we're passing. Okay, I see.
Run!
Yeah. The candles, the mosquitoes. What's it called? It doesn't work anyway. It's all
Citronella?
scam. Citronella, it's all scam.
Citronella works.
No, it doesn't.
It's fine.
You read the back of the box, it says doesn't work on mosquitoes.
It's fine.
Do we only have a minute? Oh, yeah. Well,
We have a screen now, so it doesn't matter. I just sit outside with no consequence. It's wonderful. The pixies leave disappointment written on their faces. It's a great note. All right, they're gone. I think I can mount now.
Hello,
I'm just
everybody.
gonna assume I can mount now. Hello, everybody.
good to see you again, Buffhog. What? The what? Oh, did you make that noise? Look at this horrible beast. Oh, he's great. He's like a zergling mushroom.
I assume you were right behind us. What took you so long?
Okay.
I see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You are hereby forgiven. In other good news, the new Mao village lies just through here. We'll enter as soon as Orianche deigns to join us. We'll travel by cutscene.
Oh, cute.
Oh boy. More Sesame Street.
Yeah, not a fan.
This is not my aesthetic.
This is great today. We're seesawing back between the two of us. Together we love everything or hate everything today.
Oh, but I might like whatever this thing is.
Yeah, what do we
I
got?
do like critters.
Yeah?
Oh, hell
Oh.
yes. What in the Jim Henson
Yeah.
wonderfulness is this?
Oh, did I wave? Okay.
Mortals! Mortals are here! Lots of them!
He's very Jim Henson. For
Yeah.
sure.
I thought you said the new Mao were men's best friends. The poor thing was beside itself with fear. 'Twas beside itself perhaps, but not with fear. They think we're hot. Is this one of the things?
But it's already got a name, so we've already met it. It's not question marks.
This is unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. Oh, I just, no, we've not met them.
No? How do we know your name? It's more excitement than we can bear. Is he the governor?
Greetings, Elder Wid and Tierney. It hath been a while. Pray forgive my brevity, but time is against us. We are come to borrow the stone scepter of the new Mao. There's something in my eye.
The stone scepter? Then you mean to lift the seal over the guy? That is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. The king is to be set free. None here will be safe.
Kyle's voice is just all cheeks.
Unlike
That's what he's decided on.
Yeah, well, look at him. Just look at him. Look at that face. Tell me he doesn't talk like this. Unlike our fake cousin, we, the New Maw, have called this land our home since the time immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did full many of us lay down our lives to steal away our king when they were corrupted by the light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. Don't worry, we'll defeat him.
These guys annoy me. I'm saying just hand over the goddamn staff.
I'm gonna go middle.
Mine says such discourtesy. It's unacceptable. Acceptable, I tell you.
Easily said for one who hasn't experienced the king's wrath.
Honored elder, pray believe me when I say that these men, are possessed not only of the strength required to vanquish the king, but of something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, they hath already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. They are yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but they harboureth the self-same desire to see the sin-eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory?
I've always done right by us, well, sir. If you've placed your faith in this man, then so shall we.
As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the silliness. Be that as it may, this is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps?
We don't have a turn of the moon. Unless we want to debate this with the Yulmoran army. Elder, given all that is at stake, I cannot well accept thee to simply roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now, a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou might fetch us the scepter, while there is yet time to use it.
Wait, was that the back one?
Roll over, fetch.
You know full well that naught gives us greater pleasure than to render aid to men. You know full well, if you speak the words of power regardless, it is unfair. Unfair, I tell ye. In happier times, it was our honor to assist mortals in need and receive reward befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Ardbert fell, however, we've starved of man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, young sir. I promise to give you as swift as an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you and yours remain here while and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this an arrangement agreeable?
If someone could please get me a clip of Kyle saying, I would like to add it to my soundboard.
Hold your applesauce until the end.
How are those dogs? What kind of dogs do you folks
Are these
have?
dogs? I guess.
These are not dogs.
Their hair is kind of
It's like a turtle rat.
doggish, but they have like tentacles. Like
There is nothing doggish about this.
they have like They have crab claws coming out the side of their head. Oh no! They end in loops.
the loops.
Yeah.
It's like what's gonna happen to me when I get old.
Yeah, they
have
got
gauges.
old man
and soon
gauges,
they're just gonna stretch out over time. These look nothing like dogs.